guys, what's going on? I'm the Nuffer Dog, and welcome back to another episode. I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct, actually. Welcome back to another episode. I don't know. Welcome to another episode of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time, we fought the Dark Alpha Splinter, got the energy transfer module, learned what the hell the energy transfer module is, from this friendly Luminoth named Umos, who asked us politely to save his planet. So, since he was so nice about it, we're gonna oblige him. We are going to go to the Agon, or Agon, I've heard both, I usually say Agon, sector, which is the first of the three major things. Light Flyer, that's a really original name for an enemy. These things aren't terribly dangerous, they can be a little annoying, but they are actually useful. There's a reason why they're actually useful, in certain areas later on. Scanning. And down we go. So, since we're going to our first of these sort of big three areas, I guess I should talk a little bit about this game's structure, because Metroid Prime 1 wasn't really organized in any particular way, and one thing that I thought was not necessarily so great about it was that it could be rather confusing to try to navigate between all the different areas. I don't know why I always scan those, but I do. I'm OCD. Shut up. So, we've been in this room before, actually. Temple assembly site. We can get whatever is in that little storage cache behind that red missile door. I have an idea as to what it is, and it's something we definitely want, but these splinters are going to be jerks and not let us get it, because they're going to be they're going to come out and then they're going to be possessed by Ing. So we want to shoot as many as we can before the dark stuff reaches them, since there's so much... What was that? Was that a glitch? I don't know. Since they're so much easier to kill before they become dark splinters. Once they are dark, they, take a few hits. Are there any others? I think that's all of them. Managed to kill most of them before they got possessed. Actually, something rather interesting, that I was a little bit confused by for a while, is the question of why doesn't Samus get possessed by Ing? And it turns out, if you look at it on the inventory screen, you can find out that the energy transfer module protects the holder from Ing possession. It's in here. Yes. See, protects the user from Ing possession, or the light energy stored within it does, or something like that. I don't know, I thought that was kind of a neat bit of trivia, but, what we really want to do is... What is what we really want to do? It's not there. We can't get to that storage cavern there. We want to go back there. Okay. We sort of backtrack a little bit here. You'll see me use my map a lot in this game, although it's not quite as essential as it is in Metroid Prime 1, because the structure of this game is a lot less confusing. And I actually think it's kind of good that they have it organized a little more, in a little more structured sort of way. Just because, you don't spend as much time trying to figure out what elevator leads where. It's all very clear. Is this... No, that's not the right way. Derp. Wanna go this way. Scan this thing. That's what it is. The Agon... Oops, I skipped through that kind of fast. Oh well. Ooh, this dead Luminoth here. This is actually important. We'll see the importance of this sort of at the end of the game, but there are these Luminoth keybearers who all have left behind these testaments, these final log entries, talking about where they died and how their army smells. Their army smells. I'm not doing this poor dead guy justice. Their army swells. Beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ings sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me, while they watched from safety. Cowardly mongrels. My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. But those kind of... that one wasn't that blatant, but there was that little bit of text in red. Those offer a hint as to, you can look them up in your logbook later. we're gonna have to be looking for the things that that cadre of keybearers, what they were carrying around later. And I'm getting a phone call. It's not a number I recognize, so I'm gonna ignore it. But here's a missile expansion. Our first one in the game, not counting the initial missile launcher. And also, something that I forgot about till the very end of the game in my practice run is that there's a Luminoth lore scan right here. The second Golden Age entry. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. Through many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair, feeling the search was in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Ether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Ether, our blessed paradise. Alright. Well, it is rather pretty here. All those lovely static backgrounds that actually look like paintings. GameCube graphics, brilliant. Actually, I mean, these games were... the Metroid Prime games had good graphics for their time, but, looking back, just those particular backgrounds I do feel look a little bit cheesy. Alright. So here we are, scanning all the elevators. Hey, there is actually something useful to scan here. Another biology entry, plant forms. This is the Agon Wastes. Bearer pod. It is a living storage unit. It's a plant that they somehow put things in. We're gonna see things like that a lot. Just to make things more interesting, instead of just crates, they're gonna have these different little plants and things that are living storage. I fucking hate Lumites. The Lumite thrives on light, relatively harmless outside of light, relying on a cube. Once in light, it can channel large amounts of solar energy into a deadly blast. Okay, in the shadows, they don't do much. In the light, they can fucking use solar beam. And they are so annoying in certain areas. They're fairly harmless here, but in some places, ugh. Judging by the number of blast wounds, the target was dead long before this, desert got to it. Good to know. Another plant form thing. Grass that somehow unrealistically survives entirely on sunlight. How it carries out photosynthesis, the world may never know. Here we have our fancy introduction to the Agon Wastes. It's pretty cool being the first of these big three areas. Oh right, I never really did finish talking about the structure. I talked about the structure of the first Metroid Prime game and not this one. Basically, the temple grounds, we've got the Great Temple in the middle, and that's a very small area, even though it is technically its own area. Here's an enemy, this is a sand digger. It's sort of a two-headed sandworm. It can sometimes switch whichever head is active, and we have to shoot the eye, but only one of them is vulnerable at a time. And when we kill them, they explode. They're kind of annoying, but not a huge deal. Yeah, that was not gruesome at all. So this game, the Great Temple in the middle, it can be sort of a hub because it has elevators down to different parts of the temple grounds, but it's just sort of a place you report to between sections of the game. But the real hub area, brimstone can be destroyed by missiles, by the way. The real hub area, sort of, is the temple grounds, which is sort of a loop around the Great Temple. This is a save station, so we definitely want to be here. Yes, I do want to save my progress. And the temple grounds have elevators to literally every other area in the game. As well as you can go between areas, using the elevators in the Great Temple. But there's no big, boss battles or not much in the way of major power-ups that you get in the temple grounds. It's pretty much sort of a transport area. We got our little tutorial, our landing sites. And then there are three outer areas branching off from it. Oh, this is a biology scan here. This is a blue root tree. Highly toxic, although apparently the space pirates consider its leaf a delicacy. I'm not sure if that's because they're immune to its toxin, or because you have to, prepare it right. Like, pufferfish. So we can't get through there, but there is a missile expansion to get. So that's cool, I guess. So let's go back out into this sort of big open hub type room. Don't know why I scanned visors. So the Agon Wastes are the first of these major areas, and these are the areas where we're going to be doing most of our, they have their own unique themes, and we're going to be getting most of the power-ups that we get, and fighting bosses. We're going to be doing that all in these other areas. So that thing has an amber-colored hologram, or orange if you want to not use fancy lingo, and therefore we can't scan it. Here's some Agon Barrapods. Try to restore our health and missiles a little bit. There's some health. Although the different types of energy and whatnot upgrades are not research entries in this game, where I think they may have been in Metroid Prime 1, I don't fully remember. Can I scan? Can I scan you? There we go. These are sandbats, they're not a threat at all. But they are a scan, so there's that. There's another Luminoth lore, I almost said Chozo lore. Derp. That is in amber. I'm gonna keep saying amber regardless of how much you say it's just orange. That was a really strange voice. It's just orange. I don't know. I gotta say, the missile power-ups in this game do not look as cool as they did in Prime. I barely even remember what they looked like in Prime, but I don't really like the design on them in this game. These are solar lenses that are controlled by a sonic security system, and they actually control this little thing over here, which we can't do anything about yet, and actually it will not be until very late in the game that we can bother with that. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone. Purpose unknown, possibly placed as a warning to travelers. We'll see in a bit how that could potentially be a warning, but I think that's kind of a cool bit of decoration, but it doesn't actually do anything. Alright, through this door. Can't do anything about this thing here with that kinetic orb cannon. We need to be able to bomb that block, and we don't have our bombs. We don't have our bombs! I'm apparently the Queen now. A really exaggerated version of the Queen. Space pirates strangely dislike theft. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Speaking of space pirates, there's a space pirate. They look a little bit different in this game. I think they tried to make it a little more clear just what the hell was going on with them, because it was hard to, see in Metroid Prime 1 just like where their face is and that sort of thing. Or, of course, it kind of helps in this game that you can zoom in on their models instead of just having those weird little bits of concept art type stuff when you scan them. Subject Series defeated Talon 4, but they're still important and they're still a big threat, and they each have their gun energy thing and a scythe, however you want to pronounce that. I say it's scythe. I berate my viewers a lot, don't I? Unprofessional? I think not. I don't know what it is. It probably is unprofessional, but I don't care. I'll just do my weird voices and be crazy all I want, even if it involves insulting my viewers. And the space pirates have locked the door. Lovely. Oh, here's a new little enemy. These guys aren't particularly, significant. They're just in a couple rooms. But this is a Brisgy. They have the shell where you need to use a missile to destroy it, and then we can shoot them to death. We can kill them dead. Oh, there's still a space pirate. I knew that. I actually did know that, but I just wasn't sure when he was going to actually start shooting at me again. And it seemed like it wasn't playing battle music anymore, but I don't know. It just kind of seemed to get less intense. There we go, he's dead now. And I screwed up that jump. Yeah. We can go through here. I forget what's through here. Oh, this room is through here. I don't think we can go through here yet. Oh, we can. Well, there's no reason to go through here yet. I'm just not gonna spoil things. I like not spoiling things. If you've watched me for any time at all, you know that. You haven't watched me for any time at all. Like, 2 people have done that. I don't know why these always appear in red, even when we've seen things that are exactly the same. Each new one is in red. This is a statue of Dechur, the child hero of Agon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but Dechur were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He served Agon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in the Battle of Dark Ether. We have no idea how long a centicycle is. These are gates. We can't really do anything about them at the moment. Just gonna kill this Brizgy, because we're jerks to wild animals. Yeah. Nintendo. Destroy that. I just accidentally hit my mic with the back of my hand. Classy. Here are shriek bats! Luckily, there are no shriek bats in this game for me to miss, and I don't know what they were thinking with the design of this thing. But they're still explosive. But honestly, does that look like a rodent to you? What the hell is it? It's like a horseshoe with wings. It's so silly. But yeah, they behave basically the same. They're not tough. They take a few shots from the power beam, but not many. Alright, are you ready for awesomeness? Well, good, neither am I. There's some sandstone. Or no, telluric alloy. Right, sandstone doesn't happen in this game. There's just one material for each, Here's our second boss for each thing that destroys them. This is the Alpha Sandigger. Extremely well armored. It's basically the same as a sand digger, except bigger and stronger. You can just shoot the eye to damage it. Except that, even more so than the Alpha Splinter, you want to scan right away, because this stuff comes in pretty fast. Yeah, I think this might actually be the last boss that works like this, but it's another boss where we start off fighting the regular alpha of the species, and then it becomes possessed. This is the Bomb Guardian, bomb-dropping Darkling. It was apparently possessed by the Ing that stole our Morph Ball bombs, or something along those lines, and so it has a Morph Ball bomb unit. So, you get one guess what we get when we destroy it, but basically, it only has one head now, and that's a lot of bombs, but they're not really particularly dangerous, the way they're flying all over the place. They're just easy to dodge. Basically, we target the glowing tail until, which doesn't actually damage it, it's just that yellow flash means it's not taking damage, but it's still doing something. Until it lifts up its head like that, and its head is vulnerable, and we can actually hurt it. And that took about a third of its HP away, so pretty good. It just sort of leaves a trail of bombs. No big deal. I just crap bombs all day. What do you eat, man? You're not a man. You're a weird worm thing, so it doesn't matter. I don't even know what I'm on about, so shut up. What? Trying to hit you with missiles and you're making it difficult. Okay, there we go. One more charge beam should probably do him in, I'm guessing. Come on. Come on, Blue Falcon! Really? Yeah. I don't know what these noises are that I'm making. You should be used to this by now. Hopefully you are. But we killed him. Not a particularly exciting death, but he drops lots of things for us to get. And most importantly, the Morph Ball bombs. Because, I mean, what the hell else is the Bomb Guardian gonna drop? Really? You got a Morph Ball bomb! Game making me wait too long. Morph Ball bomb acquired. There we go. On the Morph Ball mode, press A to drop a Morph Ball bomb. Additional data downloaded that we don't really need to look at. But these barriers... Really, the health power-up disappeared. Or jerk game. These barriers can be destroyed by bombs. But might as well just get rid of both of them. But now, we want to go this way, the opposite of where we came in. I don't know what this accent is. Do you know? I don't know. I never know. In Slovenia, there are accents. I've done that way too much. Okay, so this is our little guardian here, guarding the station. This is the security station, but he's guarding the energy controller. He rotates the room. Okay, he rotates the wall and rotates himself. There's always statues of Luminoth heroes here. The great hero of Agon. He was a farmer until Agon was devastated by the coming of Dark Ether and the Ying. And then he wasn't a farmer, I guess. There's an orange lore entry. Unable to activate it. Here's a little terminal thing where we can access the energy in the energy controller. So once we get Dark Ether's energy, we'll come back here to return the energy to Ether. So here's a dead Luminoth that definitely went out fighting. And this is going to initiate an automated message, as it just said. I'm just restating what the game is saying, because I'm the chairman of the Department of Redundancy Department. Welcome, I am Isha, Sentinel of Agon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ying. The Ying. A portal to Dark Ether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Ether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest of warriors. That is an important thing to note. Well, the game makes it pretty obvious. In our past struggles with the Ying, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the Dark World. I have updated your translator module. They always do this. I don't know how they're even accessing it. You can access devices and doors coated with amber holograms. That's why I said amber. The game says amber. More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Ether serve you well. I like this guy. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I gave him a more badass voice than you, Moss. And they fully restore your energy, so that's pretty nice. Another scan that I missed until the very end of the game in my practice run is this one back here, which we can now scan. Another Golden Age entry. Ether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy. The energy controllers. Okay, so apparently even before they had problems with the Ying, they had problems with energy management. So, this is probably a good place to end the episode off. Okay, so, guys and gals, I don't know. A lot of people call people guys, even if there's girls. I don't know. People who are watching this video. Viewers. Yeah, that's you. I'm talking to you. You, at the computer. I will see you guys. I will see you next time. I'm just gonna shut up now. Bye.